Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for March 2022. I had to think about that for a second. This will be for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, as I am, Gemini Rising. And I just feel like, if you felt guided, then trust that. Trust in that over everything. I've been looking forward to doing your reading. I feel like this is going to be a good year for you. It is the year of the lovers. So, I feel like it's almost like I want to say, like, in your year in review, definitely check that out because that gives you a glimpse at the year. It's really interesting too, but at the end of it, I remember I wrote like lucky duck. Lucky duck. So, let's see what March brings. We have a full moon in Virgo. Both ruled by Mercury, so I feel like this is a period where you're going to feel comfortable within your communication. I also feel that, this could be a good time instead of, sometimes we're in front of, sometimes we're in front and sometimes we're behind the scenes. This may be a month in the beginning anyway where it's like being behind the scenes is better for you. It could have something to do with the Virgo full moon, but I feel like it's like you pick up things when it's like you're like halfway hidden in the grass. So, I don't know what that means. Let's go ahead and start with our Mother Mary Oracle. And see what we need to know about March. Of course, time is fluid. You could see, I say this all the time, but it's so true. You could see this 3 years from now, and there may be something in it that's like, it helps you at that moment. So, I feel like you got to be open to that, like open to, it's like where your guides are guiding you to. All right, we have grace. Someone else got grace also. Grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creatures. I think it's a remembrance. Like you have importance here. All right, we'll read it at the end. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use the Light Seers for you. Again, this is another reading where I'm not using the normal deck that I would use for the sign. I feel like for some reason, it's about opposites, whatever that may mean. All right, and we're going to take off from the top, but we're going to look at this. We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like the Knight of Wands I want to keep over here. I feel like the Knight of Wands is coming out as energy and potentially, when I see grace, I don't know why I think of 5. So I think if there's, a change, but if there's a change, it feels exciting and adventurous and yes, please, that type of thing. So, all right, let's start from the top. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Something else that your yearly spoke about was you being guided towards creative ventures this year. maybe you've been guided for a while. Maybe you start to see like the success of it this year. This is, definitely something you've been putting your focus on, or your focus in, let's say, and it's about building your own stability. I feel nine is a very independent energy. Doesn't mean I'm by myself, but I feel that. She looks very joyous and happy. We have the Six of Pentacles. And I'm looking at, like, she is putting one of these pentacles around, I think it's an eagle or a dove or, bird's neck. And I feel like, I felt it as soon as I saw it, that she's giving this away, right? She's sending it off somewhere. She's sending part of what she has, maybe, it could be like money. It's a very charitable energy that comes up next. And it feels exactly what I was thinking. So, I feel like, first of all, what this is saying is, if you can get excited, or if you're excited about growing something that's like, again, your creativity, your talent, your gifts, sometimes you gotta figure out what those gifts are, but you find them. If you're seeking them, you'll find them. So, Six of Pentacles, a very generous type energy. I feel like, it's just saying that, as I receive, I give. Maybe I'm receiving more than I need. So, I'm giving. This is a very, first of all, it's a 6. We're in a universal year 6. And this is I feel like it's a very empathetic and compassionate type energy, because really what I'm doing is I want to help someone who needs the help. Does that make sense? Okay. I don't know what that noise is outside. We have the Strength card. Card of Leo. She's part woman, she's part lion. But then there's this gentle little lamb on her lap. It's kind of like I'm feeling like you're the spirit warrior. You're a spirit warrior, and in that way, you're helping. You're helping others. We have the Three of Cups. I feel like it's like you overcame something, you kicked something, and I feel like this is the joy and the celebration of it. You opened the reading here with the potential, at least. First of all, I feel like, abundance, or working towards that. I don't have to be rich to give. Like myself, I live a pretty modest life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need a lot to make me happy, money-wise. You know what I mean? So I just feel like what it's saying is, you can give at any time. Alright, I'm going to go right above the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Death card, card of Scorpio. This is about endings, so that something new can begin, right? So it can open a door to a new adventure. It's like, I can't open that door until I close this door. It won't work. So, it's learning to close doors when it's time, You know, it's learning to end chapters when it's time. And I feel like, you know, this is maybe something that you have already learned, because, you know, truly, as you do that, new adventure will enter your life. You know, think about your own energy, because your energy, you know, I'm seeing a lot of joy on the table. I'm seeing a lot of strength on the table. But I know it took time to get there. You know, there is the energy of it, you know, things taking time. But I feel like with purpose. But I feel like, you know, something. It's now time to close the door on something so that something new can begin. It's very fruitful. I mean, that I'm clear of, right? It's very fruitful. So, okay, let's go right above. We have the Ace of Wands. So again, we have you walking down like this fiery path, the path of the wands. And then there's a lot of pentacles here too. You know, it's really good for you. This is inspiration. Again, you know, it makes me think of your yearly soul guided creativity. And I feel like here it is. You know, I close the door, boom, there's the ace. There's the beginning. Here we go. I feel like your intuition is on fire. At least it could be. I really do. I feel like your intuition is on fire. And I also feel, you know, what's coming next? Well, I do feel you have a big part in that, because it does feel like, you know, something that has been with you, let's just say, I feel like is about to begin. We have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords coming above the 8, or coming above the Strength card. This could speak about someone that I had to overcome. Maybe I didn't have a choice. They didn't leave me a choice. But that's okay. You know, I know it doesn't feel okay when you're in it, right? But it does feel like somebody is like running off. You know, it's interesting because I'm also feeling that for some of you, it's interesting how I can feel the same card in two different ways. Because I feel like for some of you, this is like, I feel like you're connecting to someone like telepathically, let's say. Almost like I think about them and they come running. Alright, well, let's keep going. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So here we go. You know, first of all, you have two aces. Ace of Wands and now the Ace of Pentacles. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is about something that's coming into your physical world. And clearly something that you're going to celebrate. This is something that you're going to celebrate. You know, maybe it's not a big to-do. This is about, you know, I feel like this is where I share with my closest friends, you know, the people, you know, my soul family type thing. Anyways, interesting. I just think that maybe some of you have this Knight of Swords that may just show up. But it's kind of strange because I feel like mentally you planned it. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is coming under the Nine of Pentacles. Not really great, right? And then the death card's above that, right? So we want to know, what is it that needs to come to an end? What door do we need to shut so that this next door can open? It's filled with aces, by the way, and pentacles. Eight of Swords is self. You know, it can be self-doubt. You know, I feel like the Eight of Swords is, it's a self-created prison. It's keeping you, you know, it's a form of what I think is protection, right? She's got a blindfold on, so clearly there's something that she doesn't want to see. She doesn't want to deal with. She feels like maybe she can't handle it, that type of thing. But it's not true, you know, because first of all, Strength card is saying that, you know, maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit. You're stronger than you think. Anyway, because, you know, because it's a self-created prison, you're really the only one who can uncreate it. I feel like if there's any doubt about, you know, maybe even your creativity, that type of thing, I just feel like you got to work on it, because the Eight of Swords doesn't feel natural in this reading. And it's the block that could, you know, I don't want to say take the aces away, but I'm not going to see, like, I got a blindfold on, you know, my hands are tied kind of thing. So how accepting will I be of them in that energy, versus kind of breaking myself free from that, right? And that's what the Death card wants you to do, so that this rebirth can begin. And immediately it begins. Immediately. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. You know, first of all, I feel like this is a much more logical way of looking at something. Don't forget about Mercury, right? So truth and honesty. And so, you know, I just feel, you know, I feel some of you just been questioning whether to do something. Doubting yourself in some way. You know, maybe you tell yourself, well, I don't really have time right now, that type of thing. There's something, right? There's some type of block between you and, let's just say, your pentacles. It's like restriction. I'm feeling like a restriction. Wow, beautiful. So with the Chariot. Card of Cancer, your neighbor. You know, the Chariot's a reward. It is when the light and the dark have come together, have balanced themselves, when the feminine and the masculine find that balance, yin and yang, all that. The Chariot, you know, it's about mind control. So I have to know that. I have to be ready, and I have to be willing, because, you know, where can I take this Chariot? There's no limit. It can go as far as you want it to go. But your intention is what's driving the Chariot. It's your intention. You know, I feel there's like, it's like third eye is activated this year, maybe March. It's like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, you're activated. Something is activated, but a door. This door feels like everything. Like if I don't shut a certain door, and I feel like it may be just a door of doubt. You know, maybe I just gotta stop believing other people, right? And trust my circle. By the way, you know, this puts you on a path where you're finding like-minded people. You're finding It's like you're finding your soul tribe. We have justice, balance, fairness. Some of you are heading into this profession of law in some aspect. You know, justice is about making you whole again. Whole again. You know, and I feel like, just like the Eight of Swords, you know, it's like my human self, or my soul can see, my spirit sees the truth of the truth. And even if I, as the human, choose not to, I still, like, I can't hide from what I know needs to close. Though I can find all kinds of reasons. You know what I mean? Anyway. Card of Libra. You know, some of you, I feel like you're setting yourself free. You're setting yourself free. And, I'm just seeing the balance in the Chariot and then in the Injustice. Card of Libra. I don't know if I said that. Alright, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Well, here's the Fool. So, you know, first of all, I feel like you know this. Because I feel like your guides have been pushing you to the energy of the Fool, right? The Fool is beginning, brand new, right? It's just like, I'm ready for the adventure. I'm going to take that leap. We have the Empress underneath that. All right. Let's bring in the Gilded Tarot, and let's just look at a couple of these cards. I feel like it's pretty clear. It's just weird because I feel like this Knight of Swords is like two different people in this card. So I think I'm going to start there. Should I start there? Okay, I'm not going to start there. I'm going to start at the Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. Look how quickly I got a card. I have the Four of Swords. You know, I feel like your guides are saying healing time is over. Timeout is over. This is a resting period. Thinking it over. But it just feels like everything is saying, okay. You know, three swords above them. And I feel like they do represent, you know, just the aim, like the mind, the body, the heart. But also the sword below him, which is his own. And it's just the realization of self. I'm not judging myself. It's just the realization. Whatever that may mean. So, I feel like, anyway, it's time to get moving. Here's the Queen of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But she would be the queen I would expect to show up right now. Because she's coming over the Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands is a queen of action. Feels very comfortable on the Wands road. Path, whatever you want to say. You know, it's like she has the healing beside her, but now it's about action. It's about movement forward. You know, she'll say yes much more than she'll say no. But it's not, you know, she's a queen. So it doesn't mean like, you know, people can pull fast ones on her. But she's up for the adventure. Okay. That came out weird. We have the Strength card again. First of all, card Leo. 8. Internal work, definitely. This can say the 2. 2 have done the work. We have the wheel. Look at that, the wheel coming over the Ace of Pentacles. I didn't even mean to clarify each card, but here I am. The wheel, your destiny. You know, truly, truly, when you close that door, boom, activation begins. And it's not like just a dream. It's something that comes into your physical world. And I feel like the wheel is now turning. I'm not surprised to see the Fool on the bottom of the deck. I'm really not. We have the Star, card of Aquarius. This is your hopes, your dreams, and wishes. You know, it's just not like, okay, it's my hopes, my dreams, and wishes. This is, you know, the manifestation of it. Putting, you know, like, you know, putting it out there. I'm matching it. Over that 9 of Pentacles, you know, that feels very abundant to me. You know, you might start at the Ace and work your way to the 9, which is success, by the way. That's the meaning of it. Success, self-employment. It's you. It's your wisdom, your creativity, your gifts. You know, it's you. And it can only be you, I feel like. So anyways, I feel like things are moving that direction. Some of you may have already closed this door. You know, accepted the healing and, you know, decided to start moving forward. You may have already done that. We have, well, hello, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So first of all, 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles underneath it. Can I have that? Who's 10 of Pentacles? Well, it seems to start with you. Something, an idea, you know, like your third eye opens, downloads, passion, desire, all that. All of that. We have the Knight of Cups. So interesting. That's probably why I feel this night, for some, may be someone heading back. You know, it's funny how you have like the 10 of Pentacles, which is really the energy of abundance, right? But it's coming over the 6 of Pentacles, which is a very giving type energy. And still the 10 of Pentacles exist. You know what I mean? So, with the Knight of Cups now, Knight of Cups. His job is, or her job is, to bring in this cup to you. It's some type of fulfillment. Like, you know, it's funny because I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is like grounded. It may have to do with your actual pentacles, that type of thing. But I feel like if this, you know, as this may speak of love. This is much more I don't know, happy, exciting. Doesn't mean you have to say yes, but I kind of feel like, you know, and I'm seeing the Chariot right below that, and I'm just seeing like the almost like, you know, the divine masculine, divine feminine, coming to balance. Each, you know, has to do it individually, so to speak, and then, you know, anyway, let's keep going. I think I'm just going to take it right off the top. We have the Nine of Swords. Interesting. I mean, I don't love seeing that. Why is that there? It's there because of the Five of Swords. So, you know, I feel like as Knight of Cups comes towards you, I feel like if you, like, this is a time when you want to trust your intuition, because I definitely feel a lot of doubt. Like, a lot of doubt. I don't like that you have the 8 and the 9 of Swords. It tells me there's a lot of time in my head. But it feels like due to other people's toxic type of energy, you know, it just doesn't, it's not you. I mean, it can be you. But, you know, the Nine of Swords says there's a lot of unnecessary worry going on. But it feels like it's due to, like, you, almost like, you know, accepting other people's values, opinions of you, what you should do, and you know what I mean, and all that. And, boy, you know, no wonder the Death card is here first. No wonder the Fool is at the end of the deck. Because that is not how you want to live, you know. And I feel like it's a bunch of bull anyway. I feel like, you know, when I take on the energy of whatever the toxicity is and whoever it is, it pulls me down. It pulls me down into it. And that's what it's done, right? And that's why there's this excess worry. Even though there's these beautiful aces everywhere. The 10 of Pentacles. Here's the train. I often feel like your spirit guides are on that train. And they're saying hello. We have, look at that, Judgment. Well, so maybe, you know, some of you may relate. You know, I did a reading. It had something to do with a railroad. So I find that kind of interesting, like, you know, the 3 beeps and then Judgment. Your spiritual team. You know, your spiritual team is like, you know, has a trumpet over you, like blowing this trumpet to almost like shock you out of the 8 of Swords type of energy. Why? Because we need you in the present moment. The Fool is about the present moment. The Death card is saying, close the door so this new door can open. And immediately, the universe, you know, the universe is on your side. So, your spiritual team connected not only to you, but to what it is you want, like truly want. Your true dreams, your true wishes. we have the King of Cups. King of Cups. With the King of Wands. Interesting. I remember the two of them coming out in a reading. I can't remember which one. Side by side. And, you know, not to say like someone has to be a fire sign, but just like how I felt in another reading, I feel almost like that's here too. The King of Wands would match the Queen of Wands. Don't worry about your sign. Don't worry about the sign. You know, I feel like, you know, you may have two people coming. I don't know. And that's why you need to be present. I feel like that's why you need to be present. Because, you know, if you worry about these things, you don't need to worry. Be present. And you'll feel like, and then if you see a red flag, see the red flag. You know what I mean? Maybe you're going to give them 3 red flags. I don't know. But see them. Don't ignore them. Because I feel like one... And it kind of feels like this King of Cups. I feel like the King of Wands is potentially the one. And then we have, look at this, the Emperor. Coming over justice. You know, it's like a judge. Knight of Wands on the bottom of this deck. So it's interesting because you have Knight of Wands here too. So you have the Emperor. Interesting that you have these 2 kings and the Emperor. First of all, when I think of the Emperor, I think of the owner, the business owner, the boss. Hopefully the wise one. Hopefully. I feel like someone's getting a law degree. And if it's not you, maybe them. And it feels like, you know why? It's because of the injustices of the world. I feel like, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like it's someone who... and listen, maybe it's 2 people, and maybe it's not a law degree. I don't know. Maybe it's like a degree of vibration. You know, you receive a degree for raising your vibration, being real with yourself, coming back to the present moment, closing doors. It's interesting because I feel like it's something I'm going to celebrate. Listen, I feel like for some of you, maybe this has been about a divorce. And maybe you're going to find it just come in your favor, right? But be in the up and up. All right, I don't think I'm going to let these 3 these 2 kings and the Emperor, since they're following judgment, I want to look at them a little bit more before I let you go. We have the 10 of Swords coming over the King of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups coming over this king. This king may have just been freed himself. And then we have the Queen of Cups. This queen may have divorced this king. And maybe, unbeknownst to this queen, this king also had gone through divorce because he feels single but solid. Now again, I know I'm saying fire. I want you to think of the energy of that, what that means. Like, you know, this doesn't feel like someone who runs away. You know, this king over here, it's him dropping the swords into your back. It's him. I'm saying him, it could be her. Dropping the swords into your back. And I feel like no more. And listen, that can go the whole way back, like your whole life. It can start with like a father or a mother or, you know, that type of energy. But it's been like, I feel like, you know, these 10 swords. Almost like they hold money against you. But I feel like that can only work for so long. Because I feel like you are in the energy of celebrating. It's funny, I'm seeing that Ace of Pentacles. So, there you go. I feel like I'm saying it to him. There you go. Right? There you go. You know, the Queen of Cups is looking towards the future, and the Queen of Cups is very open. You know, emotionally open. It doesn't mean I have expectations of finding love. Maybe I do. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like love, it just happens naturally, you know, truth be told. It just kind of happens naturally. Now, it doesn't mean, you know, there's someone who piques my interest, I shouldn't go after it. Maybe I'm meant to have a certain experience with certain, you know, people. Anyway. You know, and it's interesting because it's the year of the lovers. And like in the Chariot, I'm really feeling like these horses, almost like as divine masculine and divine feminine. And it's kind of like telling their journey of how they get to where they go. I feel like they will come together. I definitely do. But not until that damn door is closed. And then, let's read Grace. Some of you may think you're not worth it. Well, that's what I've been told my whole life. Well, you've been told lies. You've been told lies. And now that you know that they're lies, don't accept them. Don't allow them to affect you. You know, truth be told, it's like, you know, you're really, if I'm going to say right or wrong, I don't really mean it that way. Like you're living in the light, and yeah, there had to be some darkness, but you're still better than that. I don't know. All right, Grace. You received this card because Mother Mary sees your graceful beauty, and she wants to help you see this in yourself too. This is a message about increasing your self-confidence and sense of self-worth. As you feel better about yourself, your actions will shift in positive ways, which will create a healthier climate for you and your loved ones. Today, envision how Mother Mary would handle each situation you face. Emulate her composure as you gracefully embrace everything that comes your way. Your grace will naturally bring a magnetism that draws wonderful people and experiences to you. Wow. Amen. And thank you very much. And I'm going to leave it right there. I love you guys. You know, Lovers, it's the title of your yearly. Lovers, Heavenly Sent. Again, I feel like almost like I don't even have to worry about this. What I do have to worry about is that door. And the rest just kind of happens. You know, it's more of the accepting or not accepting. You know, it's like, it just kind of happens. Like the epiphanies, all that. You know, I feel like even if your abundance has been taken away, you can rebuild it. And maybe you rebuild it stronger than it was before. So, you can fall back in love. I don't necessarily mean with someone of the past. I mean you can allow yourself to love again. You know, you want them to be upstanding themselves. So, I think the more that we put into like our creative house and that brings us an inner sense of joy, the more of our vibration raises. And when that happens, it's like an open invitation for our guides to enter, you know, other lover. So, anything is possible. That I know. Anything is possible. I love you guys. You know, I feel like it's your year. So, be the fool. Take a chance. Take a leap. Right? Use your logic. But in the same breath, if it's your desire, and it's true to you, like you know your truth, there are no blindfolds. Take a chance. Know what has been taken will come in a different way and will be better than it was. And I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys. I really do. I love you. And, you know, may you have all this. And so it is. I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.